Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jasper McCann, and I'm happy to welcome you here to the Sundae and Mr. Goessl Radio Hour. We are broadcasting live from Studio SKRK in West Seattle, Washington, and we are pleased to present to you the album release show of Sundae and Mr. Goessl's new album, Fun and Fancy. We're happy to be presenting this to you through the miracle of modern science, television. By the way, Mrs. Duncan, your chili is overflowing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this album is filled with absolute delights, and the first song is a bright little ditty called Darlene. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's my pleasure to present to you the duo that can do no wrong, Sundae and Mr. Goessl.
Darlene, oh darling, you better pack your things and go, darling, oh darling, you're so mean to me. No, you can't stay one more night, darling. Well, every time you say you're sorry, oh, then you sweep me off my feet. And then you go, and when I try to call, your phone just rings and rings, darling, oh, darling. Okay, I'll give you one more chance, my sweet darling. So mean to me, falling for those eyes, darling. Well, every time you say you're sorry, oh, then you sweep me off my feet. Then you go, and when I try to call, your phone just rings and rings, darling, oh, darling. Okay, I'm just a going for the darling. Oh, my sweet darling, you're my sweet darling, darling. Hello, everyone out there on the internet. So nice to see you. Thanks for joining us for our virtual album release, Fun and Fancy. For those of you who don't know, I'm Sundae. That's Mr. Goessl. And we are so excited to be performing tonight. We're really living this stream. Thanks. So maybe you know already, and maybe you don't, but in addition to being a singer, I'm also an amateur comedian. Thank you. So I thought I would start out with a hilarious joke. A lot of times people don't know how to react to my jokes. So for those of you at home, laughing, that's how you're supposed to react, even if it's fake laughter. All right, here we go, crew. So a guy walks into a library, and he says, "Excuse me, I'll have a cheeseburger and fries." And the librarian says, "Sir, this is a library." He says, "Oh, sorry, I'll have a cheeseburger and fries." Thanks. Be here all night, folks. Don't you worry. If you didn't laugh at that joke, it might be time for a refill. Just saying. So we are very excited to perform for you a song from the new album. This is La Vie en Rose. 1, 2, 3, 4. close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast must be love, your proposal. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see love, your proposal. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, heaven sighs from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be lovely on the road. Magic spell you cast must be love, young proposal. When you kiss me, heaven sighs. Though I close my eyes, I see love, young proposal. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, heaven sighs from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. Oh, merci, merci. Thank you so much. You know, I always think to myself when I get to the end of that song that I should sing it out in French. And then the other part of me says, no, 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 don't do it. You don't know French. Actually, I do know one word in French, and that is a great word. I get to say it every single night, and that is Chardonnay. Por favor. Thank you. Be here all night, folks. For those of you wondering what this instrument is, this is called a melodica, and it's basically if a harmonica and an accordion had a baby. Be this little baby right here. So it has the reed system inside. It doesn't make any sound unless you're blowing air through it. Luckily, I am full of hot air, so very good at this instrument. Thank you. Don't nod your head too loud over there, Mr. Goessl. This next tune is off the new record, which we're so excited about. Our good friend out of Boise, Idaho, Nicole Blaze, wrote this song, and she's got a great group out there called Blaze and Kelly. So this one's going out to you, Nick and Mo. Hope you enjoy. Well, I love my baby better than a brand new sweater. Oh, I love my baby, he keeps me warm at night. Yes, I love my baby the most, he makes me breakfast toast. I love my baby, he makes me feel alright. When I'm feeling blue, oh, he knows just what to do. I love my baby holding very tight. Yes, I love my baby better than the nice warm weather. I love my baby forever and a night. baby, it keeps me warm at night. Yes, I love my baby the most. He makes me breakfast toast. I love my baby, he makes me feel alright. When I'm feeling blue, he knows just what to do. I love my baby, hold it very tight. Yes, I love my baby better than I warm weather. I love my baby forever and a night. Yes, I love my baby forever and a night. Oh, I love my baby forever and a night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sundae and Mr. Goessl. Now, friends, we couldn't be more pleased to have our partnership with our sponsors, liveconcerts.stream, who have made this broadcast possible. Sundae and Mr. Goessl, as you know, have been working tirelessly to present this new body of work to you for your listening enjoyment. And had hoped to play it live this evening at the place where all the hep kids in Seattle go, the beloved Triple Door. But unfortunately for us and for all of you, that concert has been canceled. Now, you all know also that Sundae and Mr. Goessl tour this great land of ours, spreading their particular brand of sunshine. But many of those gigs have also been postponed. That all said, any donations that you make tonight will be greatly appreciated. We'll go back to the phones and see how things are going as we crawl toward our goal, hopefully very quickly. Well, now with that all said, let's get back to the music, shall we? Performing an incredible ditty written by Seattle's Duchess of Doom-Wop, Prom Queen, here is Sundae and Mr. Goessl's rendition of Love Me Dearly.
Take this burned and broken heart and make it sing. Take these eyes that cry and show them anything. Take these hands that long to touch and make them feel. Take these lips and kiss me, show me love is real. Love me dearly, love me true, love me, and I love. Take this dark and dreary world and make it bright. Take the wrong things, baby, and make them alright. Take these cloudy skies and take this gray. Take these sleepless nights and make a sunny day. Love me dearly, love me true, love me, and I love me dearly, love me true, love me, and I love you too. Oh, we love that song, and boy, do we love Prom Queen. That's on the new record, of course. I'm wanted to tell you guys a little story. Mr. Goessl and I did something kind of wild and crazy about 2 years ago, and we bought a 30-foot motorhome and have been touring in it and living in it ever since. And we're still married, so must be doing something right. I don't know. But this next tune is a little bit about that experience and what the future might hold for us. We wrote this song together. This is on the new record called Might As Well, 'Cause Love Is Hell. I hear train wrecks when I think of you. You're so bad for me, you might be poison. Someone I knew said your heart could be construed as nothing less than treacherous. But your eloquence and mischievous charm are both still there. Oh, I thought I was out of love, but I'm still there. Wine me, dine me, kiss me and divine me. Might as well, 'cause love is hell. I'd rather be. If it weren't for the dark, I'd be long gone. Too bad she loves us equally. But your eloquence and mischievous charm are both still there. Oh, I thought I was out of love, but I'm still there. Wine me, dine me, kiss me and divine me. Might as well, 'cause love is hell. Oh, might as well, 'cause love is hell. Oh, might as well, 'cause love is hell.
A big virtual round of applause for Sundae and Mr. Goessl.
Hey!
Now, friends, I know that you sock hoppers out there might have a record player at home, and if you'd like to get this new release, you can find it online. Just go to Sundae and Mr. Goessl's website, funandfancymusic.com. Let's go to the phone, shall we? What's that I hear? My goodness, we've just received a $50 donation from the famous Wisconsin luthier, Gordy Bishkoff.
Oh!
Thank you, Gordy!
Thank you, Gordy.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, that was very exciting, I must admit. Perhaps we could all use a little relaxing time, shall we? This next song features the Sweet Spot Combo, an incredible trio whose mellifluous harmonies can be heard throughout Seattle and on this record in a couple of charts, if I'm not mistaken. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is a song made famous by Dinah Shore in 1957, 47, 57, 47,
47.
47, 57. 47?
47.
Lazy Countryside.
Before we get started with that song, I just wanted to give an extra big shout out to Sweet Spot Combo, who are supposed to be performing with us tonight at the Triple Door. They are all over this album, and we love you guys and hope you're at home being safe. I'd like to hang around the lazy countryside with nature's gang around the lazy countryside, where the crickets you don't hear in the city keep humming in your ear, oh so pretty, and it's just too much for words, listening to the chorus of the birds. I'd like to hang around the lazy countryside, just sort of play around the lazy countryside. Oh, there's more fun in taking the sun in, and to roam the spaces wide. Oh, it's a place for me. Gee, ain't it great to be on the lazy countryside. Oh, there's more fun in taking the sun in, and to roam the spaces wide. Oh, it's a place for me. Gee, ain't it great to be on the lazy countryside. Oh, don't we all long to be on the lazy countryside right now, 6 feet away from other humans, of course. So all of the songs that you've heard so far on tonight's concert, thank you for tuning in and watching and supporting the live music that's happening right here. So far have been on the Fun and Fancy album that we are releasing today. You can find it online, of course, or in person, whenever that may be. But this next tune is a song that's actually from our last album, When You're Smilin'. This is a song written by our good friend in Seattle, Birch Pereira. He's got a wonderful band out here called Birch Pereira and the Gin Joints. And so we love this song he wrote so much that we put it on our last album, and certainly a song we can all relate to at times. This is called A Love I Can't Explain. I can't explain this feeling in my heart. I can't contain the loneliness that spreads when we're apart. I can't refrain from mentioning your name. Every time they speak of love, I hope you feel the same. I can't detain all this independent heart. It'd be a shame to never ever get the chance to start. Would you see it through if I gave myself to you? Oh, what changed that day? I just can't say. Love I can't explain. Explain this feeling in my heart. I can't contain the loneliness that spreads when we're apart. I can't refrain from mentioning your name. Every time they speak of love, I hope you feel the same. I can't detain this independent heart. it'd be a shame to never, ever, ever get the chance to start. When you see it through, if I give myself to you, oh, I'll change that day, I just can't say love, I can't explain. Oh, I'll change that day, I just can't say love, oh, I can't explain.
Ladies and gentlemen, a love I can't explain. Man, we have all been there, haven't we? Goodness, my love I can't explain is with myself. Well, now, friends, it's time for us to flip to the fancy side of the album, and I think we're about to all get a little misty in here. Maestro, a little mood lighting, if you please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the most memorable song of the evening, Sundae and Mr. Goessl present to you Unforgettable.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me never before. Has someone been more unforgettable in every way? And forevermore, that's how you stay. It's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. It's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand. Then in a little while he'll take my hand. Though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I will meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. for to meet him someday. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. He'll build a little home that's meant for two, from which I'll never run. Would you? And so else above, I'm dreaming of the man I love. Oh, Jasper. Oh, it's a tearjerker, that one. We wanted to give a special shout out to Connie. Happy birthday, Connie. We know that you and Brick have been big supporters of us for a long time. And you were the one who suggested Unforgettable, which is on the album. We love that. And another special shout out goes to my pal, James Sutherland, an artist here in Seattle. This actually arrived in the mail today, this beautiful artwork. And James Sutherland is responsible for The Man I Love because he requested that song last year during our dedications for Valentine's Day. And we just had so much fun coming up with that arrangement that we put it on the album, and has become one of our very favorite songs to play. So it's so cool that we can still get art from local artists and support our artist communities, even while we're all quarantined. Like I said, this came in the mail today, so you can just purchase things like this, even from James Sutherland himself, if you just go online like you are right now. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. So, we are huge fans of Les Paul and Mary Ford, and we do a similar thing to what they used to do, where we travel around the country and we perform old songs in a new way. So they had a really big hit in 1953 with a song called Bye Bye Blues, and that song's actually written in 1925, so it's an old tune. It's a public domain for those of you listening out there. And we love that song so much, we thought we would put it on our album as well. And they sold over 6 million copies of this song back in 1953. And I have to tell you, we're catching right up to those two with our album, you know. Yeah, yeah, we've sold at least 75 copies of our CD. So if you want to help us reach our 6 million goal, you just go to our website right now. Please enjoy Bye Bye Blues. Bye bye blues. Oh, bye bye blues. All those bells they ring, birds they sing. Oh no, no more pining. No more goodbye. Never but just we two. Yeah, honey, I was smiling. No, don't you sigh. Don't want you cry. No, bye blues. But no more Bonnie. No more goodbye, yeah. No, just wait till. Yeah, anyway, I was smiling. Don't you say, don't you cry, no, bye, blues. Oh, honey, goodbye, bye, blues. You heard me, goodbye, bye, blues.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sundae and Mr. Goessl. Now, I've just been informed by our controller in the booth that we have surpassed the halfway mark towards our financial goal. But that doesn't mean the giving needs to stop now. Please, give whatever you can. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next chart that they'll be performing has also have a new live video. No, not a live video. They filmed a video that just recently. I think it was in Ballard, wasn't it?
Hotel Albatross.
Ah, Hotel Albatross, where they make delicious tiki cocktails. Yes, and so that new video will be premiering on channels 4, 7, and 12, and all of your favorite social media outlets. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Sundae and Mr. Goessl performing Last Night Was the Last Time.
I do have to have a little caveat before we start this song. I wanted to give a huge shout out to Andrew Jocelyn, who was the violinist on the recorded version of this song. We couldn't have him here today, so we're a little sad. But if you get the album, you get to hear Andrew's beautiful playing. Hi, Andrew. I hope you're doing well. Last night was the last time that you get to leave me. Last night was the last time we ever danced. The thrill of moonlight got me thinking that you might stay here with me forever. Oh, how wrong was I? Last night was the last time that you get to hold me. I wish you'd have told me right from the start you'd break my heart. You missed your chance on what would be a fine romance. Last night was the last time you say goodbye. You missed your chance on what would be a fine romance. Oh, last night was the last time you say goodbye. God, sorry. Oh, God. Oh, it's so sad. It has nothing to do with the current state of our relationship, by the way. We're doing great. Thank you so much again for listening. This is another time where I'm going to tell you all a joke. You too, crew. Just get ready. Prepare yourselves however you know how. Okay. So a Buddhist goes up to a hot dog vendor and he says, "Make me one with everything." So then he pays the hot dog vendor with a 20, and he's waiting for his change, and the hot dog vendor says, "Change comes from within." 2 for 1. 2 for 1 right there. Thanks, Gordon Brown. So this next tune is our oldest song on the record. This is called "My Melancholy Baby," and it was written in 1912. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancy, maybe. You know I'm still in love with you. Oh, every cloud must have a silver lining. Just wait till the clouds shine through. Wobble, wobble, smile, my honey dear, while I kiss away each tear, or else I will be melancholy too. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Cuddle up and don't be blue. All your fears are foolish fancy, baby. You know I'm still in love with you. Oh, every cloud must have a silver lining. Just wait till the sun shines through. Wobble, wobble, smile, my honey dear, while I kiss away each tear, or else I will be melancholy too.
I'm sure that all of you out there in TV land aren't melancholy at all after that beautiful rendition by Sundae and Mr. Goessl. Now, the next chart is the title track from Sundae and Mr. Goessl's 2018 release, "When You're Smiling." It's a lovely, lovely album. It can be found on their website, funandfancymusic.com, and you can also find a delightful video that was filmed at the Triple Door of this chart. As you may notice also, this was recorded at a time before Mr. Goessl knew what a barber was. Now, ladies and gentlemen, "When You're Smiling."
Well, that made me smile, Jasper. Thank you. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. And when you're laughing, when you laugh, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, oh, 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 you bring on the rain. So stop your crying and be happy again. 'Cause when you're laughing and when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. And when you love it, when you love it, and oh, the someone comes up and through. Oh, but when you're crying, oh, you bring on the rain. So stop your crying and be happy again. 'Cause when you're laughing, oh, and when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Smiles with you. And when you love it, oh, but when you love it, then oh, the supper comes up and through. Oh, but when you're crying, oh, you bring on the rain. So stop your crying and be happy again. 'Cause when you're laughing, oh, and when you smile, then the whole world smiles with you.
My goodness gracious, that song was faster than the speed limit in Montana. Look at you pickers, that was amazing. My goodness gracious. Now, friends, you may have noticed that Mr. Goessl is a man of few words. But he is a man of many thoughts. He is the songwriter and lyricist on this next chart. It's one of my favorites off the new album, Fun and Fancy. This song is a song about the little heartbreaks of being an artist. It's called Second in Line.
Every time you're second in line, the reason for leaving is just the feeling. With a mind for suitcase rhymes on the vine, let it go. Let's have a show. All the chords with no home for words, they're trying to squeeze in. Must be the season. Bottles of time are too flush with wine. Let it go. On with the show. Whistling as birds do. Melodies for fondue. Champagne on ice and everything's nice. Fairy tales and typical mythical wails. The servers stare. Oh no, don't you dare. The waltz starts with a gentleman's heart. It's a 2, 3, 1 until she's spun. Crickets adore an old-fashioned love storm, ready to let it all go. Every time you're second in line, with one foot in each world, it's so hard to reach home. With our heart to change our minds all the time, let it go. On with the show. Oh, that's a beautiful tune, Mr. Goessl. And you're looking mighty fine tonight. Very easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say, folks? Mm-hmm. And I know it may sound to you like Mr. Goessl is more than one guitar player sometimes. And while he is very talented, that's right, folks, he's not just a pretty face up here. He's got some real talent, too. He is utilizing a looping pedal down here. So we don't use any pre-recorded or backing tracks. Oh, wow. Look, no hands. Very talented, Mr. Goessl. So we use no pre-recorded backing tracks whatsoever. Everything that you're hearing and seeing is happening live on this stream. Liveconcerts.stream. And so what happens is Mr. Goessl will record the song through the first time through while I'm singing, and then he clicks a button at the perfect time, and then he's able to play back what he's just recorded live, and then he can layer other guitar parts on top or solo or do some fancy stuff. So this next fancy song from the fancy side of fun and fancy, how many times can I say fancy? Features some fancy footwork and fancy fingerwork from Mr. Goessl. Please enjoy On the Alamo. When the moon swings low on the Alamo, in a garden fair where fair roses grow, in the tender light of a summer night, I can see him wandering to and fro, for he said I'll wait by the garden gate on the night I said that I love you so. And in all of my dreams it seems I go when the moon swings low on the Alamo. moon swings low on the Alamo. In a garden fair where roses grow, in the tender light of a summer night, I can see him wandering to and fro. For he said, I'll wait by the garden gate on the night I said that I thought of you so. And in all my dreams it seems I Papa go, and the moon swings low on the Alamo. Yes, on the Alamo. Oh, on the Alamo.
What a lovely rendition of On the Alamo by Sundae and Mr. Goessl. Now let's go to the phones.
Are there still phones out there?
Of course there are.
Phones?
What's that I hear? Oh my goodness, Tiff K all the way has just donated $100. Thank you so. That must be Tiff King, isn't that's it, isn't it?
Tiff King!
Oh, Tiff, it's so wonderful. Thank you so much for your generosity. Now, friends, let me remind you again that many of the artists that you know and love have lost incredible amounts of income and potential income because of the unpleasantness that we're currently experiencing. So if there's anything that you can do to help these friends out, we appreciate your generosity. Now, the next chart is a chart off of, the 2015 release, Makes My Heart Sway. It's a beautiful song by the famous Brazilian composer, Antonio Carlos Jobim. Ladies and gentlemen, Sundae and Mr. Goessl's rendition of One Note Samba.
This is just a little samba, but upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still that note. Now there's the one is the consequence of the one we just went through. Is unbound to be in the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used up all the notes and at the end and don't welcome to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to that first note like I must come back to you. I will point to that one note, all the love I feel for you. Oh, anyone who wants the whole show to bring me fast so la di do. Oh, they will find themselves with no show. Better to play that, don't you know? This is just a little summer, but upon a single note. About the notes bound to follow, but the root is still that note. Now there's the one is that consequence of the one we just went through. As I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used up all the notes at the end and don't walk up to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to that first note like I must come back to you. I will point to that one note, all the love I feel for you. Oh, anyone who wants a whole show, don't bring me false or la di do. Oh, they will find themselves with no show. Better to play that, don't you know? Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I know you're clapping loudly out there. I can hear you clapping in your living rooms. It's so wonderful. You know, it kind of reminds me of a joke. What do you call it when Batman skips church? Christian Bale. Actually, I didn't run into Michael Keaton, but I did see him come into a place I was performing at once, and it has been my dream to one day tell Michael Keaton that joke, and his response to be, "I am the Batman." Someday, Michael, if you're watching, can we just play out that scenario just for me so I can really be living this dream? That joke is not going to get old for a while, guys. I think we have a couple weeks at least of saying that joke. Thanks, Tiff King, for the $100. Hi to Royal. How you doing, Royal? This next tune is off of the new record. This is our finale from the Fancy Side, and it features vocal harmonies from Sweet Spot Combo on the record, but they are just going to be singing from their houses today. We wanted to write a song about love. We get hired for weddings and have to perform sometimes borderline cheesy wedding songs. So we thought we would write a song that kind of encompasses a lot of love. So this goes out to anybody who loves another person. I really actually feel the love tonight. This is pretty spectacular, and thank you everybody for watching and for supporting the artists in this community. Please enjoy our love. Oh, it's spring again, the first time you made me grin, elated by your smile, and I'm just wild about your style. You've kept my heart spinning all the while. It's in the scent of the trees and the color of the leaves. When fall comes around, you know our love can still be found. Let's never, ever, 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 ever get off this merry-go-round. We get all dressed up, go dancing at the club, all through this winter freeze. Your laughter warms my memories. After all this time, you still make me weak in the knees. And just like clouds in the summer, I crown you my lover. We picnic by the river. I'm amazed by all your glitter, honey. Seasons will pass, but our love will last forever. Whoa, whenever. Yes, seasons will pass, but our love will last forever.
By Sundae and Mr. Goessl off of their new album, Fun and Fancy. Let's go to the phones again, shall we? Why, what's that I hear? The incredible jazz treasure, Jacqueline Tabor, has just donated $30. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for your generous donation. Now, folks, we only have a couple of more charts here in the show, so if you have any inkling whatsoever to reach into your pockets and help these lovely artists out, your generosity is appreciated. We're approaching the $1,800 mark, which is close to our goal. So thank you for keeping giving and having big open hearts.
We're going to do a duet a little later.
Oh, we
Jasper.
are?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, we are?
Yeah. I know I didn't tell you. It's all spur of the moment, folks.
Well, excuse us, folks. If, apparently there's a little TV magic happening here. Well, all right then. I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to get off the frame.
Thank you, Jacqueline Tabor, the queen of jazz in Seattle, for donating. We're going to do a couple extra songs before we end the program, just because we can. Hi, Mom. This is a tune from our 2018 release, When You're Smilin'. It's a Cuban song called Quizás, Quizás, Quizás. First sung in English by Desi Arnaz way back in 1947. But we're going to do it in English because you do not want to hear me sing in Spanish. Oh, it would sound bad. It's basically as good as my French. Let's just say that, which is bad. Please enjoy. Quizás, quizás, quizás. You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You only tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I ask you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Up where you'll never all get started, and I don't wanna wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't dare, confess, and please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You only tap on me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Oh, a million times I ask you, and then I ask really love me, say yes, but if you don't dare confess, and please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps.
Perhaps, you have just helped us crest the $2,000 mark. Friends, we're very close to our goal, but please don't stop giving. Now, I know that Sundae and Mr. Goessl have a couple more surprises for you, and me too, so I'm going to get out of the camera's way.
Well, we're going to do a wonderful tune that Patsy Cline used to do. But it's an old song. This song's written in 1921. It's off our 2018 album, When You're Smiling. This is a tune we actually do with the Patsy Cline tribute show every year at the Triple Door. We love the Triple Door. This is Anytime. Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're feeling blue, yes, anytime you feel downhearted, oh, that will prove that your love for me is true. Oh, anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time, oh, I'll be thinking of you, boo-boo. So anytime you feel that you want me back again, that's the time, I'll come on home to you. That's the time, oh, I'll be thinking of you, boo. So anytime you feel that you want me back again, that's the time, I'll come on home to you. Yes, that's the time, I'll come on home to you. Oh boy, always coming on home to you, Mr. Goessl. On home into that RV of ours. You know, we did something kind of cool a year ago while we were on tour in southern Texas, and we adopted a 10-pound Chihuahua named Jackie Osassis. Yes, you heard me right. It's Jackie Osassis, and she really lives up to her name, and she's also on Instagram. You can follow her at Jackie Osassis. Actually, anybody out there have animals, a dog or something? Oh, Carlos, you do? Oh, okay. I might need to get some advice from you later then. I was just wondering, like, what is the best age to tell your dog that they were adopted? I mean, I just, she thinks I'm a real mom, and I don't really want to break her heart or anything, so. All right, well, he says I should never tell her. She'll never know. I don't know. She's smart. She's really smart. We are going to do a wonderful Duke Ellington tune. Yeah? Oh, yeah. We are big fans of Duke Ellington. Are you up for this? This is another song on our 2018 release, When You're Smiling. Mr. Goessl might have to do a little stretching. before this song because it's a fast one. And if you've ever seen us live, we probably have done this song. It's one of our favorite songs to do. Duke Ellington is amazing. He wrote over 1,000 songs in his career, and that's about 975 more songs than I've written. So good job. Please enjoy Caravan. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Night and stars above the shine so bright, the memory of the fading light that shines upon our caravan. I'll sleep upon my shoulders as we creep across the sand so I can keep the memory of this caravan. While this is so exciting, you are so inviting. Yes, you're resting here in my arms as I thrill through the magic charms of you. Beneath the stars, beneath the blue, my dreams of love are coming true. Inside this desert caravan. Shines so bright, the memory of that fading light that shines upon our caravan. I'll sleep, sleep, sleep upon my shoulders as we creep, creep, creep across the sand so I can keep the memory of this caravan. Well, this is so exciting. You are so woman, you're resting here in my arms as I fell to the magic charms of you. I need the stars, I need the blue, 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 blue. My dreams of love are coming true inside this desert caravan.
By the great Duke Ellington, performed here amazingly by Sundae and Mr. Goessl. Now, friends, we only have a couple of songs left, and your generosity has brought us very close to our goal. We are just about the $2,100 mark, so if you have the ability to donate to these wonderful artists, please do so, and we thank you very much for your support. What are y'all going to do now?
Well, I was hoping that we could do a song together, Jasper.
You mean me and you? And
yeah,
what?
All three of us. Just like at the wedding.
The wedding?
Yeah, you remember you married us, Jasper.
Well, yeah, but we didn't sing a song together.
Well, that's okay. We're going to just recreate. Actually, talk about a man of few words.
Oh, yeah.
When we were getting married, and Jasper was our officiant, actually, and he said, "Do you, Mr. Goessl, take Sundae to be your lawfully wedded wife?" Mr. Goessl said, Yeah, and I was like, is it legal? Can we just, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, I'll take it.
Well, what are we going to sing, Sundae?
Well, Jasper, I thought that we could do a song that you wrote.
You mean from Mr. Goessl's other band, the world's only swing-a-surf-a-jazzabilly band, the Pornados?
That's exactly what I mean. You heard right, folks. Swing a surf a jazzabilly. The Pornados.
We're the only band in our genre.
They're amazing. If you haven't seen them live, well, who knows if we'll ever see another band live ever again. I'm just kidding. You guys are playing again soon. Sometime.
I hope.
We hope, too. Well, I always tell my audiences that this song is about how Mr. Goessl and I got together. Do you want to tell them what the title is?
I know the song you're talking about, yeah. This song is about Dutch courage, and it's called, parenthesis, I'm just a half a bottle of gin from, close parenthesis, falling in love with you.
Why don't you start us out, Jasper?
Leather booths and candlelight.
That lobster bisque was really great last night.
You're gorgeous in your black chiffon.
And I love those cufflinks you've got.
Lily Verlaine gave them to me. I can see an expectation. I'm certain that it's true.
But there's a tiny little secret that I must confess to you.
What's that?
I'm just a half a bottle of gin from falling in love with you.
I know it sounds like a sin, but nothing else will do.
The conversation's been scintillating, but I must go and take my medicine.
And what's your medicine, Sundae?
Oh, that's gin.
Oh, there's a world of wonder and possibilities in your gaze.
But if this thing's gonna progress, there can be no delay.
You can't say those words that I want to hear till you make those martinis disappear.
The dance floor's waiting much to my chagrin.
It's a fairly small dance floor.
So kindly pass that half a bottle of gin.
Mr. Goessl? How long are you gonna be soloing on this? I think I might make you a martini. Well, I love Edge Trimmer and Gun Club too.
Olives or a twist will do.
Please add a half ounce of vermouth, because without vermouth, Sundae,
It's just not cool. 007 is absurd. I don't like shaken, I like stirred.
please don't think that I'm a heel. It's tough to tell you how I feel.
Excuse me, bartender.
Excuse me, bartender.
Excuse me, bartender.
Excuse me,
Quarantinis,
bartender.
I'm just a half a bottle of gin from falling in love with you.
I can see you're dreaming of white picket fences and Tifa too.
But before I'm fitted for my apron and meet your next of kin,
Please kindly pass.
please kindly pass.
Please kindly
Oh,
pass.
please kindly pass.
Please kindly pass that half a bottle of gin.
Come on, pass that bottle of gin.
Well, that was delightful.
It was. I know you guys are passing around that bottle of gin, so
We
we're just
certainly will be.
virtually cheersing you with our quarantinis.
Gordon, what's our total at right now? We're at $2,140, folks, and we have nearly come to the end of our show. However, you can still donate for 2 hours after the performance is over. And so if you've got it in your hearts, please keep the giving going. And now, friends, to send you off to dreamland in their own special little way, are Sundae and Mr. Goessl.
my love. The tired old moon is descending. Good night, my love. My moment with you now is ending. It was so heavenly holding you close to me, and it will be heavenly to hold you again in my dreams. The stars above have promised to meet us tomorrow. Till then, my love, how dreary this new day will seem. So for the present, dear, yes, we must part, but good night, my love. Sleep tight, my love. Remember that you're mine, sweetheart.
We hope you've enjoyed the Sunday and Mr. Goessl Radio Hour, coming to you live from West Seattle, Seattle, Washington, and Studio SKRK. Thank you so much for your donations and your generosity. And remember, the giving doesn't have to stop. 2 hours for 2 hours after the performance, you can still give to these wonderful artists. Thank you for supporting live art in Seattle, Washington, and thank you for all of your support. Thank you to everyone at liveconcerts.stream and all of you for tuning in. For Sunday and Mr. Goessl, my name is Jasper McCann. Stay safe out there. Hug the ones you love from 6 feet away. Keep your horses watered and your axes oiled. Good night.